Underheads, welcome back to the channel and to part 4 of the Gentleman Z06 build, where today we're going to be starting on reassembly of the project. So if you saw where we left off last episode, basically finished tearing everything down, got the cam out of the car, so now it's time to build everything back up. So quick little recap for you. This is what we got out last time. Here's the old hog ass cam right here. 246, 256, 108 plus 4, and they got 658 lift, so pretty big LS7 cam. We're going to be swapping this bad boy out. We got our old timing set. This had the K-Tech C5R timing chain we did last time, so we're going to be reusing that again. I got a new cam plate because the gasket on this seemed pretty flat. So I don't want to run the risk of losing oil out of there. So we got a new cam plate. Oil pump should be fine. This is fine. This balancer, the rubber started delaminating in here. So we got a new ATI balancer, the super damper. So that'll be an upgrade for us on this one. And then over here, we got the camshaft. So we're going to be running a Brian Tooley Stage 2 version 2 cam. So we got 230 intake, 252 exhaust on a 650 lift with a 116 LSA. So this is a much milder cam from what we were currently running. So this thing should drive a lot better. It's going to handle a lot better on the street and better for application of what I'm doing with the car. So I'm pretty excited to get this thing in, get the car finished up and back out on the street and see how we like it, see how it performs. So the cylinder heads are still at the machine shop, so giving us some time to reassemble the car and basically be ready to receive the head. So hopefully those will be done by the end of the week, and then probably with shipping, so I'll probably get them back mid or end of next week. Alright, so let's grab some assembly lube from the cabinet. I know we got it somewhere in here. Get this new cam lubed up, fire it in, and then keep chipping away at putting this motor back together. Ah, here it is. Assembly lube. All right. Alright, so now that we did our camshaft installation, so you see here, step 6, tighten the camshaft retainer bolts. We have the torque style, so we're going to be tightening these to 15 Newton meters. So this is a little side-by-side with the old plate versus the new plate. This is just a Brian Tooley camshaft retainer plate. There's the part number. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this one right here, you could barely feel the raise in the gasket anymore, and this one here has a solid, nice little bump in it. So this one's pretty much, the gasket has been compressed and doesn't really have anything left in it. So if you tighten that up again, there is a chance that that wouldn't seal. But let me see if I could give you a profile on that one. Yeah, see how thick that gasket is? So when that gets torqued down, that's going to seal up really nice against the engine block, and then we're not going to lose any oil out of there. So we're going to be putting this one on. We got our bolts here, got our torque spec. I am going to use a little blue Loctite on these just to ensure they don't back out and basically go into the cam or into the back of the sprocket here. So I just use basically like a Loctite 242 medium grade removable Loctite. Same thing we'll do on these bolts here just to ensure vibration, nothing wants to work its way loose. So let's go ahead and put our plate on, and then we'll get ready for our timing set. thread an old crank bolt I have in here so we can turn the crankshaft and then get our timing marks lined up. Okay, next we got the timing set here. So you can see we're just basically going to turn the crank till we got the little dot at 12, and then we'll put the cam matching it, so that will be at 6 o'clock. That little pin in the cam is always at the 3 o'clock position, so you can kind of set your timing set up like that. And here's our torque spec here. So we're going to do 25 newton meters, and the tensioner is going to get the same 25 newton meters. And then again, this is timing chain installation for the 7-liter, which is obviously the LS7. We didn't take the gear off or any of that stuff, so we're basically just worried about these steps here. All right, we got our timing set going on next. Gonna do the same thing, a little Loctite 242 on the bolts. And then hang our gear and sprocket on there. Get this pin lined up. All right, 25 newton meter torque on the 3 bolts. Just gonna run them in with the ratchet, snug them up. All right, back over to the torque wrench. Put the tensioner in. That's got the same torque. And we'll just run that in by hand too. Do a quick double check of our dot to dot alignment. That looks good. All right, oil pump next. Just gotta get these splines aligned on the crankshaft. All right, now that we fired the cam in there, next thing up is to get this oil pan in. Left the oil pump loose so we could still play around with that and get that aligned up. So we got our new gasket here. Got this off Jegs, and our bag of hardware. Got this all cleaned out. So this is looking good. Blew out all the passages, cleaned the gasket surface, everything's good to go. So we got the engine jacked up right now, cradle dropped down, so we should be able to slip the pan in. Let's go slide under the car and see if we get this bad boy home. Alright guys, we got the oil pump, the pan, torque down, everything on, so that's good to go. So I'll just show you guys quick what the book calls for with the pump. Basically get it lined up, bring it in on the bolts, leave them loose, so you do not tighten at this time. And then essentially what they want you to do is there's a special plate you mount to the bottom of the block, and you mate the pump up with that so it's level with the bottom of the block. And then you're going to torque it down 25 newton meters. And they also give you essentially a clearance here, so they want the bottom of the oil pump aligned flush or no greater than 0.1 millimeter below the engine block oil pan rail. So I don't have that tool, so what I like doing is I take the oil pan, I just bring in kind of all the bolts until it's just has a, not snug, but everything's kind of flush up there. And then I get the oil pump on, and essentially I'll torque that, so the 25 newton meters, and then basically I'll draw the bolts up into the pan, so that way the gasket compresses into the bottom of the oil pump where those ports are, so everything kind of mates up nice and tight and you shouldn't have any leaks. So that's what I've done in the last couple of these. Haven't had any issues doing it that way, but if you want to take like a straight edge or something, put it across the bottom of the engine block and line the ports up with that, then bring the pan up. That's another way you could do it too. Or obviously you could go buy that tool, or maybe even make a jig of your own. Alright, so next thing we got to work on is our front cover. So I got to knock this old seal out here. I got a new seal. Got to clean up some of the old RTV, and then just do a kind of general cleanup of this. We'll get the cover on. We have our alignment tool here, so this goes basically on the crank, the snout, and then that rubber O-ring lines up in here, and that way when you bring the cover in, this keeps it centric on that shaft, so that way it doesn't rub on your balancer and destroy your seal or have a leak, which I've done that before.